Hello everyone, tonight we're going to be playing some more Crusader Kings 2, continuing where we left off, after our current playthrough. Last stream we finally conquered it used to be in the Scalva, but became Greater Poland for some reason. Yes, their last monarch would like the title a bit more or something. We've got multiple weak claims that can be pressed. One character owes us a favor. All of the stream is probably gonna be like organizing things and waiting for a threatening to go down, as conquering an entire fairly sizable old duchy does get you a lot of threatening. So we've got a budget deficit. Let's see. Let's find somebody. Got one more duchy, and we've got one more province in our dimension, and we can have. Let's find somebody. Me in the court. We can bring a landed title to. Just give them. Go with this place right here, Urkalas. I believe we're now also in control of one of our religion's holy sites. I thought, maybe not. I believe that might be the one that Greater Poland used to have. Isn't that's now in the hands of the Magyar, so gonna have to fight them if we want to conquer it at any time soon. I doubt we're in much shape to really do that right now. I mean, wait, no. Yeah. The direct, guy's direct troops may be small, but he's got almost 8,000 potential vassal allied troops. I mean, if I can get Latgale in on it, then maybe. You know, Latgale plus a sizable whole force from my vassal allies, but right now, main focus is going to be on it. Lowering or threatening, and you know, getting back to nitro positive amount of money. Hopefully form the kingdom of Lithuania at some point. We need 374 gold for that. And if we lose any of our counties within the de jure kingdom, then just about we'll also lose the ability to form the kingdom. Let's see. What childhood focus should you go for? Got good base diplomacy and stewardship. She's also the one that securing our. She's also the one whose betrothal is currently securing our alliance with Latgale, so let's maybe help them out by getting her to pair nicely with her betrothed. See, he's got weak learning from the looks of it. Well, he's got the same bait. He's learning. Yeah, let's just go for thrift. Prison. It's leader for plot. And what plot would that be? Honestly, I don't really care that much about the High Chief to this Bronx. Got multiple weak claims. News potentially press once I'm no longer threatening. Because I don't want to launch into a war against it. There's a defensive pact. Apparently I have a weak claim on this entire kingdom here or something. Yeah, I've got a weak claim on the entire kingdom of Garthariki. Well, Narimanta Hazargai has one. That's so no, not really something to maybe to go after unless I become an empire. You know, that would just mean that that person becomes the king of Garthariki and takes their territories that are in my kingdom, or my duchy right now, with them. There is a de jure claim that we can also press over here, but again, gotta wait to have money and not be at risk of being swarmed by a defensive pact. it'll take close to 50 months to get down below the threshold for defensive pacts. I imagine we could probably raid in the meantime. It makes them hostile, but it's not a war if you raid. I don't believe new defensive pacts come into play with offensive wars, or with a mere hostility. If it's only in defensive war that you get to bring in the defensive pact. So raiding and getting it should be fine, and I don't have to worry about the whole pact coming in if somebody decides to attack me. We might as well do a bit of raiding, see what we can do to get our coffers up. We can then finally form this kingdom. Apparently we can also form the Duchy of Prussia. Which is right in here. You've got most of the titles within it, just missing one. Same being conquest of Chelmo. Oh, apparently there's a crusade here for Aquitaine. Is this anybody I know? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It very much is somebody I know who's trying and probably failing to reclaim some of our Holy Land. I mean, it would be great if we could get Chelmo into our territory, but oh. I do hope they don't bring in the whole, defensive pact. I imagine not, given that we were called in, as opposed to being the one declaring war. But I guess we're not doing any raiding right now. So we're at war with Maria. Where is Maria right now? Oh, it's these areas here. Well, hey, might get some money out of it, so we can at least get it. Can you not already beat he complaining about how your levy's being raised for too long? Like, he pretty much just raised them. Plus, you know, having a good force to help with this war is kind of important. And I've got an open council position. Better put the powerful vassal guy in there. Can you not loot me right now? I'm kind of busy. And I'm ill. Hey, we're at 51% war score. Oh, so that's something. Granted, in 21%, roughly 20-something% contribution. So we might get something out of this, beyond just getting to keep our alliance. Whether it will be enough to make up for the losses from keeping these soldiers employed, who knows? We've got a son that needs childhood focus. His best base stat is intrigue, so let me just double check like what focusing does increases intrigue best. Alright, click thrift. Well, we're at 100% war score, so and we got nothing, it looks like. Let's go for prosperity and growth for my realm. And sacrifice makes a prisoner. Okay, get our troops back home so that we can then dismiss them, and then get my lead usually back up, because that way I can continue reading, and like it was before that whole war happened. I imagine I can just like nope, can't just let's disband vassal levies and leave the personal ones at the ready. Me, unfortunately. Gonna just have to dismiss this and then raise them again. Gonna go send them off on raids. These for a while. Prisoner has become like an intricate web weaver or something. Recently I have had a good fortune and made quite a few bargains. At first it was only some nice pelts and a new sword, but today he aided my steward in striking an excellent deal regarding provisions for the soldiers. Could it be the ancestors guiding me? No good deal when I see one. Got +2 stewardship. Temporarily. Sure, that guy can become a commander. And currently Aquitaine. And has fallen to the Crusaders. I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered that Amanda is opening one of my letters. To do some practice reading, mostly because I don't want to risk becoming cruel. These guys can go join the raid party. Still gaining money from taxes and everything. Well, I think some of it's taxes because I appear to have some feudal vassals. Okay. Oh, are these guys still fighting? It looks like Magyar's a bit distracted right now. Yeah, they're fighting multiple wars at the same time, including multiple for Chelmo, so feeling that's not going to be so I get the feeling Chelmo might be in somebody else's hands pretty soon. Whose hands, I don't know. Right now it's looking like Baito, which is part of our kingdom. Well, again, our high chiefdom, which is effectively a duchy. I've got to get these guys back to friendly lands. Here they can also crush these guys. He's over there. It's been long enough that we're no longer threatening. All the victories that the people of Baito were having, were short-lived. You know, the troops of Magyar just came and crushed them, as kind of expected. Just because I'm no longer threatening, it's going to be just a spam of people leaving by a whole bunch of people all leaving defensive packs against me. Oh, I've also got prisoners I can ransom. See that. Oh, just one prisoner we were able to ransom for 70 gold. Hey, got at least some money left in this territory area here. Not gonna want to raid over there because that's part of Latgale. Now let's take some move on to greener pastures, those in terms of raiding, and head on down here. See Hivela. See good base diplomacy, but is hurt by his hair lip. Good base martial. Extremely good base intrigue, so definitely thrift for this one. She just gotta a third of the way there. So at this current rate, maybe we'll get maybe we'll be able to get the kingdom title upgraded by the end of the stream. And then, you know, this is just waiting to see what we get from raids. So like 3.13 in gold. I think I also got a +2 axe. Yep, +2 axe, martial +2, personal combat skill +5. I think I'll stick with my sword, honestly, because like it boosts my light infantry when I'm wielding it. And it's got about 225. 225 gold left to go. And those guys are out of money to steal. So, on to another province. Anyway, the rate, like, sieges in Grunno, the sieges in Chelmna have been going especially well. Like, much better than one would expect for, you know, a few counties fighting against an entire massive kingdom. Which I mean, can always just wait for them to get whittled down. Just swoop right in. And again, they're also only in 2 wars right now. Like, actually only 1. They're just hostile against Grodno after being raided. Like, I mean, the chief of Polotsk is doing a bold move of trying to conquer them in their entirety. Apparently, Magyar has also become orthodox. So now, there's way more Christian influence in this region. Just another reason to try and get the religion reformed if we can. So we can stand strong against any attacks from infidels. Currently, only one of the remove the holy sites is actually within remove of territory and under control over remove of faith. Let's see. We got a prisoner. Fortunately, we cannot ransom that prisoner, at least not right now. Well, let's go right in Grodno. They've got 12 they've got 12 max loot. Not gonna spend any gold right now. Kinda busy trying to form a kingdom. The commander has improved. Probably turn speed a little bit. Turn out maximum speed. Got 925. Still more to rate in there. So stick around. Stick around until you're out of things to raid. And it just got done. Let's raid over here. Here this time. Just sort of spread things around. It's getting pretty close. I mean, within, like almost within the 200, and also below 200 gold left. But yeah, so we need about like 350. Let's see. Note, it's good. Stewardship and learning. Her base stewardship is better than her base learning, and she's got a good trait for it. Let's go for stewardship. See, needs down this place to get the rest of the money from it. Like about 150 gold left to go. Let's see what the exact. I almost got excited, but that's just the Duchy of Prussia. We went the Kingdom of Lithuania. 346 is the number we need. So we're currently 140 away. And Dinla has just one of our various prisoners. The Midas touch. Okay, our raid got disrupted. Back to picking on smaller targets. Let's just see what how little these guys have. Right. You know what, let's go raid Stettin. We seem to just have the one province. They've apparently also been raided recently. Ooh, possible loot 22, max loot 43.6. Yeah, seems like that seems pretty significantly better than these various tribal able one province people. Let's see. Might as well open up intrigue. Still nobody we can ransom. At least this place should get us a pretty nice sum. Like, I mean, really for sub 100 in terms of gold needed now. Yep, 343 is the total needed, and we've got 250 of it. Still need another 93. Well, let's move on to another province, as that one has run dry. It's like everything these guys have to take is behind a wall. Like we're also gaining about 1.5 gold each month, so that's also a big help. Oh, we actually got the money, so we bring our boys home and form a kingdom. When new heir of your character dies now, you will play so it meant it. This poem on it. It is. Oh, they're like succession type change or something? No. Of course not. The votes just got like reset or something. We're officially a kingdom now. Now it was just to perform the faith or otherwise it needs to become part of an organized religion so that we can it'll become feudal hopefully. Now gotta deal with all of these enemy raiders. Yeah, doesn't look like we're gonna be taking that to... Oh, and apparently there's smallpox around now. I don't think we're going to be taking until no anytime soon. Magyar is just too strong right now. We might be able to take, I believe, the Holy Territory in here. Provided that we can get it before we can get conquered by somebody else. Which, I mean, they're not currently conquering anyone, or being conquered by anyone, I mean. Like, that is one of the oh, that's because oh well, we raided those guys before, or they shouldn't be too powerful, not for potential vassal allies. Yeah, it's mostly their vassal allies that are gonna make that any. Oh, no wonder. No wonder they have so many, because they've got all this territory up here. Never mind. Let's see. Yeah, Magyar has literally all the other holy lands other than the one that Outlaw currently controls. Right. Pimentas. He's got intrigue, he's fussy, so he gets an intrigue education. Okay. Really do without random enemies just sort of coming in and trying to steal shit. I mean, it's not like, you know, I was just raiding people, but like, oh, now Maria is also Orthodox. This is kind of why. Kind of right. I mean, like kind of the last bastions of the Roof of Faith at this point. You know, kind of stuck in a real rough position as far as Reformation goes. Pretty much gotta wait for like the Magyar or these guys over in Norga to become involved in some major conflict or something. And that really puts a big drain on their resources. I mean, admittedly, I believe I can. I think that might be. Yeah, I think I might need to be a feudal or something to be able to sow dissent. Right, so develops another person in our prisons has become a skilled tactician. And once more with all the obnoxious stuff with the elders. Well, there goes some rubber bands. I'm ill. You already said that, like, people are already starting to respect your rule again before. See, martial and intrigue are best base stats. Sure, you can go for the struggle whole focus. And a new diviner. At this point, mostly just sort of waiting for things to happen. There has become Midas touched. And betrothed can marry. Yeah, I figured they wouldn't go for matrilineal, but I made the offer anyway. You know, just to see how it might, just to see if they'd go for it. See, this kid is good at intrigue, but also has the affectionate trait that makes intrigue worse for him. So let's actually send him in for learning instead, because he's got both timid and idolizer. And not terrible learning. I guess really, if I can get all of my vassal allies on board, I might. If I can get absolutely all of my vassals fully on board, I might be able to take on Magyar. Maybe. It's like, let's see, vassals. You can have a gift. And so can you. And you. And you. Got a fair bit of money. These are just sort of spread around. You know, spending on making people happy here with me. Granted, it's only increasing it by 26. And once more people are raiding. We should also just like conquer some of these smaller countries, these nearby. You know, get them under my rule. All of them, they can then help in the fight. Hit against it. This might go as well. Like, I mean, I'm able to bring in like 3,000 by myself. And top of that, Latgale has potential. If they can bring in their vassal ally troops, the potential to bring in 50 to 200, it's about 7,000 from them as well. So I mean, again, the numbers get pretty close. As long as all of my vassal allies, these plus Latgale, show up. Like, so it would be a difference of a few thousand. Which honestly is too wide of a difference for me to be super comfortable with. It's like, they can still be quite significant even when the overall numbers are pretty big. Might be worthwhile to like look into getting another ally. You know, betroth one of my sons, or my daughter to somebody. Let's see. The highest person I can betroth my daughter to was a Jarl. Let's see. Anybody good I can get a non-aggression pact with? far not looking like it. Yeah, at least not betrothing my daughter to anyone. Yeah, no. Maybe my son. Somebody that can get me a non-aggression pact of the king. Let's see. Wait, no. A not exactly impressive king, however. Probably actually just look at, you know, what my neighbors have going on, basically. If these guys want to be allies, I'd definitely be down. Fortunately, they've got political concerns. I wonder, could I get any kind of pact with actually, let's see if I don't already have any good. Yeah, no, I don't have any good non-aggression pacts. It's entirely just with Black Gale. Actually, are we supposed to be allies with Black Gale? Yeah. Yeah, he decided to be an asshole. And go political concerns mode spontaneously. Well then, looks like I can't count on them for anything. Guess I'm on my own at this point. Doesn't see. Is my son-in-law anywhere near or gain control of Black Gale? So you think that could be a good in with their entire country politically? Nope. He's non-line of succession at all. Hold on, I guess got a mass a big enough army to take on Magyar by myself. Starting with these guys. Gonna so clean up the borders a bit. By conquering some of these smaller nations on my borders. Getting some more troops as a result. Because, they don't want to join me in reforming the remove of faith, then I'll just do it by myself. I've got so many troops already that it doesn't take me long to take just like small nations. It's mostly the big ones that are surrounding me on pretty much all sides. They're gonna put up much of a fight. So these guys, these vassals of anyone? Yeah, the pro Yatvingia. They don't. I don't think Yatvingia's gonna put much of a fight either. Really, I selected the wrong Casus Belli. Now just random guys he's in charge of this county instead of it actually becoming part of my territory. Well, hey, I mean, I'm not at peace with them, from the looks of it, so... I can just do that all over again. And this time do it right. What are these guys is getting up to? Oh, apparently they're conquering Rusa. Right, that's that dealt with. Send that with properly. And it's in my demands, so gotta check the court. And hand it over to somebody. Here you can have this new place I got. Can't wait for these 4 soldiers to get where they're going so I can then disband their unit. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Right. Yeah, I've got a de jure claim on Grodno, so I can just, you know, basically walk in and take it. At this point. Like, no wonder they've got political concerns. If I'm this strong by myself, or at least this strong with just me and the other people within my own kingdom, then I could probably conquer quite a bit. With just a little bit of help. Oh, from Latgale. Just gotta click through all the various there's announcements from my vassal allies telling me whether or not they're joining in on war. Just taking out these few troops would probably be enough to... Oh, actually... Just gonna enforce demands right now. These guys can instead just go right here. Probably also take some places, some territory from Volhynia over here. Yeah, I've got Casus Belli for the conquest of Red. Let's see. So let's just do that. You know, just conquer as much as possible in a short span of time. So I can just amass as many soldiers as I can. And to hopefully one day bring Magyar to their knees. Since if I can just take the whole holy sites that they have, I'll have all the holy sites I need. Because as I've got 3 of them. Let's see. What did Vilnius Ragai do again? I don't even know. No, so sure, that guy can go free. Because I hardly even remember why he's in prison in the first place. These guys can go away. Same with these. Sure, some other provinces probably conquer that are, you know, right near my territory and don't appear to be owned by anyone particularly powerful. Got effectively 12,000 troops, provided that all of my vassals join in. But unfortunately they haven't been, since I'm sitting here at 8,000. Well, I've got more vassals I can call in. Get on over there and they're gonna wipe out these guys. Dear King Borkus of Lithuania, we are having some trouble with one of our petty nobles. Also, with one of your petty nobles who is visiting Ingrosika. His behavior being unacceptable would be quite an understatement. I will have to take action soon. Fuck you. You already decided to not be my ally, now you're going to insult one of my nobles? I gotta give this away to another, you know, another vassal or something. Let's see, military. Let's see if I can't get it in bear graces with all these people that have been just continually not joining in, you know, doing their part. You know, maybe that's the problem. It's just that I've got these people that are like -5. Despite the fact that I already gave them gifts. Apparently I hold too many duchies. Perhaps, if that's a problem, then perhaps I can... Let's see. Perhaps I can break apart some of these duchies. Like, I don't need to have... but at the same time, all de jure vassals, those of the High Chieftain of Greater Poland, would be upset. So there's no winning in that regard. I can either take the -40 from everybody in Greater Poland, or I can take the -10 for holding too many duchies. I'll take the -10, honestly. Yeah, these... Oh, these guys have... eh. Oh, they've got other territory down here. Like, they can bring in at most 1,000. I'm going to just destroy them. I hardly even need to bring my vassal allies in. I can pretty much do this by myself. Yeah, just gotta wait for numbers to go down, basically. Right, that's settled in there. Damjigil has finished his education in the ways of faith. He's learning. It is evident that he has excelled in his studies. Oh. Apparently, they do have a pretty good sized ally over here. Still nothing I can't handle. Well, at this point. Like, between the two of them, as far as I can tell, they still can't even come up with half of what I'm bringing. And just try and become diligent. And I have successfully become diligent. I've become stressed, but I'm diligent. Like, I mean, I'm bringing, like... I've brought, like, a couple... brought, like, 11,000 troops to this war. 3,000 is nothing. Even if I did underestimate how many troops I had. And now that territory is mine. I can just send my troops on back. give this guy the newly gained in county. So now there is a vassal inheritance warning. Just gotta get rid of these raiders. I could probably go after like Pomerania and Cacao as well. I mean, again, as long, I mean, I'm close to having enough troops to be able to stand up to the Magyar, as long as all of my vassal allies pitch in. They have effectively about 15,000. They've got effectively about 12,000, so difference of about 3,000. And currently, oh, apparently this province is mine too. Well, I as well make the border look nicer by laying claim to Cacao. See, like, there's still a multitude of people not joining in. I need to be sure that all of them will fight for me at once. Apparently, Oguz has become orthodox. Hey, peasants, can you not right now? Can you not pick the absolute worst time? Well, I guess it's not quite the absolute worst time. The absolute worst time would be for them to do it like after I've started a war with Magyar or something. You know, right when I absolutely cannot spare any troops at all. Like, this is still super inconvenient. I'm going to be doing this right now. I'm kind of busy with something. Hey, I'm no longer stressed. You know, conquering. Who knew you could de-stress by conquering in multiple counties? Yep, gotta keep. Alright. There goes the peasant into the revolt. Chieftain of Yetvingia. Where is that again? Is it somewhere that's not part of my territory? It's... No, that's somewhere I've already conquered. Yeah, I don't need to be usurping that right now. Instead, I'm going to give this extra chiefdom I have. I just inherited to Guardianus of Slups. Gonna dismiss that. Not concerned about unlanded sons or righteous imprisonment. Success or nomination for that matter. People owing me a favor or minor titles. Apparently I can press a de jure or ducal claim on any one of these people. I've already got people mad at me for having too many duchies, so I'm not gonna make any new ones. At least not that will be under my control. Right. Just get good intrigue and good stewardship. I'm gonna say stewardship for this daughter. Yeah, apparently these guys are, you know, part of my territory too. Oh, and apparently Denmark has become Catholic. Again, not interested in usurping anything right now. You know, at least not anything that's just sort of, you know, part of my territory already. Because I'd much rather have that be in the hands of my vassals, where it's not causing me to go over my dominion size limit. Right. Bishop Arnulf, a preacher in the service of Queen. No. Just no. I don't even have to finish reading that to know no. I am trying to reform the remove of faith. I do not need a bunch of Christians coming in trying to convert me. Alright, looks like I've gotta take these guys out, because they're gonna unsiege the province if I don't do something quickly. And they managed to do it. I've got to siege it again. Can you not right now, Lesser Poland? Well, at least this war's almost over. And soon, send my troops back home, clean up of the raiders. And then go back to conquering. Because again, just gotta sort of snowball all until I can reliably bring in enough troops. And to be able to take on Magyar. To me, I'm starting to like slowly enclose some as well. Let's see. I'm over my demand size limit again. Let's see, this guy can have the newly gained landed title. Alright, the raiders have left. See, into her very good stewardship. I want to say it's thriftful stewardship, but I'm gonna double check. It's actually duty. That is said to be best for stewardship. So she can go into. So she can have a childhood focus on duty. Where do I keep getting these random retinues? I guess I'm conquering places that have retinues. Let's see, how strong are these guys? They're pretty strong. I can take them. I can just about take him by myself. Well, with or without... my vassal allies joining in. My vassals will just make it completely overwhelming for them. During your wife's recent visit to Moyade, we had a great time discussing the similarities between our people. I suggest a non-aggression pact between us for the near future, and we will welcome any visitors from the realm with open arms. That is When did my wife go to Ireland? But sure. I'll sign a non-aggression pact with this random Irishman. I doubt that's going to be relevant at all, but okay. Alright, definitely. Alright, getting this guy on the council will make him have a positive relationship with me, so definitely putting him on the council. Especially since he seems to be one of the better stewards in the kingdom anyway. Yep, just mopping the floor with these guys as his army. Because, you know, even not at full strength, I've still got enough of a force to completely overwhelm them. Just looks like Magyar is getting involved and into something. Oh, they were just being raided by some of my own people. So they're beating back the raiders with honestly kind of excessive force. Given that was just like a few hundred dudes from a random county. It looks like Bulgaria might be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe. It looks like they might be getting some reinforcements from elsewhere. Nothing. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, might as well just offer white peace at this point. Because they managed to just decimate my army somehow. So I've got to wait for it to build back up. I mean, they didn't do too much harm. Like, I can always just go after Pomerania. Let's see. Probably have. About 8,000 potential vassal allied troops. Yeah, probably gonna just. Ooh, Moravian. Holy War for Moravia. Oh, they're on the side of these guys. So probably not gonna hurt them too much. At most, it'll distract them for a while. Let's see. Let's look at my truces, see which ones are expiring soon. Out of the ones that were, you know. Oh, I actually. Oh. It actually wouldn't be a terrible idea to usurp. Because I actually would gain some territory from that. So, once they're no longer at war with East Francia, I might just usurp them. So I unfortunately cannot usurp a ruler that is at war. Let's see. I currently have a truce with Bohemia, Spurg, Lavinia, Sejny, Skalva, Chief Vladislav of the Frog. Nope, I do not appear to have a truce with the High Chief Gleb of Bohemia. So why don't I just... Oh, but they do have allies. Days now. No, unfortunately. Let's see. Chief. You know, let's just try and kill their high chiefess. Yeah, doesn't look like you can really get very far with that. Probably just gonna go for a bit of an easier target. You know, for one thing, once these guys are no longer at war, I can then usurp them. Let's see, does Pomerania have any allies? they are allied with Muram. Like it's one high chiefdom over here. I doubt they'll be putting up much of a fight. Let's just go for it. Once again, you know, a bunch of people still are not joining in on my wars. And if we're ever gonna reform the faith at this rate, we're gonna need their help. Ooh, looks like Magyar might actually be losing. Like, actually, they're fighting Latgale right now, apparently. So perhaps we may be able to use Latgale to our advantage after all. I thought they were fighting Latgale. I think... Oh, that's because it's just part of their country that's fighting people from Latgale right now. That's why. Which is why they're not really being affected a whole lot by it. Just gonna force my demands on Pomerania. Gonna give this guy Upper Silesia. Which is mostly this guy wants a seat on the council and stuff like that. They can't just give a random chiefdom to and have them be happy. Still waiting for this guy to need to actually finish his war. See, the river church's men are not always easy to deal with. I need to make sure that I have their blessing, and I have both my wife Lil and my diviner Constant Ankia giving me advice on how to earn her approval. I'd rather not become content, so I'm gonna go with the diviner's advice. Let's see. Got about 11,000. See, humble. I'll try and become proud. And I did in fact become proud. It's like, at this point, it's pretty much just a matter of hoping that Magyar will slip a little. Because if they do, they lose a significant number of troops, I might be able to take them. Because, like, the numbers are getting close. Just not close enough, especially when I've got people that still do not join in my wars reliably. Send out some more gifts. Let's see. Is there anyone I could on the council I could replace with this guy? He's got 12 intrigue and 12 martial. So yeah, I think that was stewardship. Either way. Gonna just get him on the council because that pleases him to the point that, like, I can just give him a chiefdom and he'll be cool. Yeah, the gift plus a council position, then plus a chiefdom. You can also upgrade Majesty. Increasing piety gain is good if I'm aiming to reform the faith. I mean, I'm still a long ways off from being able to actually do that because I need to win 3 different wars. Wars against Magyar, and I've yet to have an opportunity to have a decent chance at even one. Oh, I mean, they've actually pissed off a lot of their vassals, so maybe not. Maybe they won't be able to bring in that whole 12,000, the whole 13,000. Because, like, they've only got a handful of vassals that actually have a positive opinion of the current king. Well, the current Grand Prince. He's apparently got multiple bloodlines. I think I want to get, which means there's not terribly much to lose, because as I've mentioned before, you know, your enemies can't, like, take your territory if you lose an offensive war that you declared on them. Like, you lose some, like, basically, like, currency, and that's about it. That if you lose a war, that, and, you know, a lot of your troops die. Like, admittedly, like, I could potentially take advantage of some of the, like, animosity there is between all the vassals and their her grand prince. And just, you know, start swooping in and taking territory. Because, I mean, I doubt they'll get the, for instance, the almost 3,000 from this guy. Because he's got a negative 100. He likes me better than his own Grand Prince. Because I've got good diplomacy, good prestige, and we're clubfoot buddies. So you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Just see what happens. So you do have allies that will come in from outside as well. Like again, they seem to be having some internal troubles that may give me the advantage that I need. Especially since it looks like a lot of my troops are seems like a lot of my vassals at least are joining in. So like maybe we'll just see where this goes. You know, we've got a victory already. Granted, it's just, you know, sieging down a tribe. And so far I've got most of my people. And like the opposition is looking pretty weak by comparison to my friggin' 8 and almost 9,000 troop death stack. So maybe, just maybe, I've had nothing to fear this entire time from this big burly nation called Magyar, or maybe they've got 8,000 troops coming my way. Ah well, since they don't get reinforced, we can probably take them. You know, it's a fairly evenly balanced war, as it sits right now. Like, at least in terms of army sizes, how the balance is in terms of, like, tech, I'm not sure. It's not looking good. Yeah. Yeah, fuck this. Well, that didn't go how that was planned. Then again, I hardly had a plan. Just kind of why it didn't go well. Because here's hoping that, you know, I get a better opportunity at some point. Like right now, it's time for getting back into the positives in terms of wealth and getting my troops reinforced again, so I can go to war with somebody a bit smaller. Start building up even more vassal troops. So, you know, when the opportunity strikes, I can strike while the iron is hot. She And, you know, just gotta, you know, wait for everything to build back up. I mean, it'll only take a few months for the treasury to get back into the positives. Just gonna go maximum speed through this unfortunate time. Oh, now they're going to war with somebody. Yeah, I think. Yeah, now they're fighting Moldavia. In fact, it's a defensive war. It's like me. But then again, I mean, it's just Moldavia that's on the attacking side. Which I unfortunately also have a truce with them. So like, I'll also have to wait for that to expire if I'm gonna take advantage of any lessening of their regiments. So they're at least losing some of the king's, the Grand Prince's levies. Like, you know, they've still got that 13,000, but then again, if not all that 13,000 is joining in, then of course they're not gonna lose a lot of it because they basically never had it in the first place. Oh, now they're also being attacked by Chromia. Oh, Chromia. So maybe this will weaken them, and then I can swoop in if they're still weak after my truce is up, which will be in 8 years. Or possibly sooner if King Borkus this keels over soon. Really? You guys are in another war now? No. I'm waiting to usurp this guy's title. In addition to waiting for the truce to be over, I also have to wait until I no longer have a budget deficit. Oh, I need a new chancellor. Can't have this guy be the new chancellor because he's a powerful vassal. You gotta fit him in on the council somewhere. I mean, at least I'm almost out of that. So my armies are pretty much fully replenished. Sure, or you can. Ah yes, another gift unit. Sadly, it looks like this area here has become part of Magyar as well. Great Holy War for Bihar. The omens are clear. Archpriestess Hengmo has declared Great Holy War on Maharaja Yamasura of the Shura Kingdom, and the followers of the Perfect Ones is in the Kingdom of Bihar. All three bondmen are encouraged to aid in the conquest of their holy places. Jala Yesi will strike down on the perfected ones. Right. Let's see. Until good stewardship and diplomacy. A good trait for diplomacy, so let's give her a diplomatic education. Alright, these guys are finally not at war with anyone. But it costs us 150 gold to usurp the title. Oh, looks like they've dipped below the 2,000 mark. Well, the 12,000 mark on their potential vessel ally troops. I mean, again, I've got a peace treaty with them for another 7 years. So, like, unless they're weakened 7 years from now, this doesn't really help me a whole lot. I think Bulgaria just conquered something. I mean, the Moldavians are putting up a good fight against them. You know, despite the odds. And again, well, I mean, looks like Turov is joining in spite of having a negative 100 relationship with the Grand Prince. So maybe that won't have much of an effect, and Bohemia has also become Orthodox now. Yeah, it looks like they're able to. Looks like they've got pretty much all of their potential vassal ally troops. Because I just saw a stack of like 12,000. Looks like probably gonna want to just keep on doing what I was doing before, and her conquering nearby provinces. These guys don't have any external allies. We'll just conquer Opawa. Okay, it is selected. no longer ill, so that's, you know, good. Somehow managing to beat me in spite of, you know, having less troops. Really not in the mood for this. Right now, that's more like it. I just gotta head on it on there and siege down some provinces. Ooh, looks like Magyar's also got a peasant revolt going on at this particular moment. Somewhere. Not sure where. Chief Casimir Turov is preparing to invade. Isn't that part of your country? Like, isn't that one of your own vassals? Oh boy, another spontaneous peasant revolt. Just what I needed at this exact moment. Also, where are these guys here? Because last I checked, these guys had no allies. Oh, they just so happened to get an ally in the last, like, few years. Well then, I'll just have to destroy them too. Well, they don't seem to be standing much of a chance. In fact, they're honestly just making the war go by faster. By sending in these regiments that provide me a decent amount of force score for not a lot of effort. Force demands, the peasant revolt. Oh, of course you've gotta not give up yet, because you have 1% war score left before you're at 100%. Right. I've got to create a new vassal over there, and see. Grant this guy the landed title. Ooh, they've dropped below the 10,000 mark on potential vassal ally troops. Those are like, maybe they'll be somewhat weak. Maybe by the time my truce expires in 5 years. Because I mean, yeah, they're looking pretty rough. Sure. Well, you can give it a trouble. I mean, although they are getting reinforcements, just bringing them back up from where they were. I mean, if they're still at war with their current enemies, then that could also work. Because having them at war with somebody provides at least a distraction. It's like, maybe I'll be able to do something. In 4 years. Because again, gotta wait for that truce to expire. I mean, if all of my troops join in, I can bring in about 14 to 15,000 if all of my vassal allies want to join in. Which I currently have at least positive relations with all of my vassal allies. So like, if they don't join in, it's not because I was it's not because they thought negatively of me. I mean, again, things could change 4 years down the line. This which I mean, they've only got 2 allies involved in the current war they're fighting. Still at 91%, it's still got 92% favor in favor of King Vazul of Magyar, but still. Oh, and apparently the Great Holy War failed. I really don't care that much. Oh. Oh wow, from vassals. It says from dements from vassals only 13,000. Oh wait, I think maybe I was looking at the wrong guy. No? I think they might have been tribal before, which is why he's king instead. I think they might have changed government types and screwed themselves over potentially, because they appear to have way less troops. In fact, I could just about rip their country right open. With how few troops they have now, because they're no longer getting the full force of all those of a bunch of tribal vassals. And they just got 200 gold from an event. Oh, guy had a favor now, but still. Yeah, they are not looking great as far as their military goes. Like, I mean, sure, they still won the war that they had going on, but like, if the most that they can bring is 5,000 now, that's nothing in comparison to, you know, me and my whopping 11, almost 12,000. So now I'm the one with the big ass army. You have potential tribal vassal old troops. It is me. Oh wait, I need to no, I think I've only got 2 powerful old vassals, so actually, I could just go with whoever's best suited for the job. Up on that one. Wait, this guy apparently is my new heir, and should get married. Let's find somebody who can hopefully breed some good traits into the dynasty. Not more like hair lips. Those preferably. Oh, here's somebody who's a genius. That'll do. I think that was genius. It might have been something else. I don't know. But yeah, if they've only got like 5,000. They've only got like 5,000 troops. I am about to just tear right into them. just as soon as 3 years pass. Or... oh, wait! I think they've got a new monarch too. Which means that my truce has already expired. Which means it's time to start reclaiming the Holy Land. Which was only one... I've only got one vassal ally that's listed as likely to decline. So... that's a plus. You know, if I can get everybody but maybe one guy to send their armies my way. Yeah, this is just not even... this is hardly even gonna be a challenge at this point. That's how badly he messed himself up. I guess switching government types or something. I'm not entirely sure what he did, but I'm glad he did it. Yeah, that's super not appropriate to be creeping on her daughter-in-law like that. Yeah, like, they've got pretty much nothing at this point. Like, the only reason they were any threat is because they had all of those potential vassal ally troops. But without those, they got nothing. Especially when, you know, I'm bringing the level of sheer force that they used to be able to bring. I'm sure they wish they could still bring it into a war. Oh, three people did not answer my call. But like, when I'm still bringing 11,000 against less than half that, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I wonder, maybe I should... maybe my next king should subjugate them. If that's even an option, because I think that might just be tribal versus tribal. Well, I'd have to check. I mean, if it's an option, I'll definitely go for it. If it's gonna be this easy, you need to defeat them now. Right. 7%, just 4%, well, 6% more. You can pretty much just like get some of that by just wiping out some of these small armies that just are littering the battlefield. Oh, my truce with Sorbia is expiring. Where even is Sorbia? Oh, I think it's... yeah, it's these people. Alright. We're at 100%. Who knew it would be as simple as just waiting for them to shoot themselves in the foot by getting rid of... but yeah, they definitely reformed to feudal because vassal allies are a specifically tribal mechanic. So if they've got to... so if it... see... I need to create new vassal here. Which automatically gets a temple under the control of all of it. It automatically gets the temple under the control of it. All if I remove a vassal, and so that's one unholy site. It already. Well, I do have to give somebody one province as I have because I'm above my maintenance limit. Let's go for... you can have... you can have the newly gained chiefdom. Also, they've also apparently changed names now. They're no longer Magyar, they're Pannonia now. Although there's also the Magyar Revolt over here. Getting close to the 3-hour mark. Like, it might extend stream for at least a half hour. Especially since, in order to be able to reasonably get to 1444 by September, the way I've got it scheduled, I need to get for at least 60 more years. There's this stream. Because I need to get to the year 1020. Before next stream. Name of this game. Which, once something else, once some other ongoing series wraps up, I might have CK2 take its spot. Because I'm trying to wrap up some ongoing things before late August. Is when I have to reduce my schedule each week by at least one stream. Because I'll admit, actually, I might be able to keep going with the schedule I've got. Because most of the classes I've got this semester, due to the school's adaptations to current events. Most of my classes are asynchronous. So, I don't have to get up at any specific time. Which means I can potentially... Well, I do have one class that has a scheduled meeting time on Zoom at 9 AM, so... I do need to have enough... I do need to have a good enough sleep schedule to get up for that. But otherwise... I can pretty much just keep doing what I've been doing. As long as I keep up, as long as I'm able to keep up with my studies. Because with the asynchronous classes, they don't care when you study as long as you get everything done by the due date, from what I understand. Like, there are no scheduled, like, Zoom meetings. Things like, I might be able to still do Tuesday streams. It all comes down to, like, how things are going in terms of, like, my ability to get up at 9 AM on, I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, I mean, it's the same day that I usually schedule whole streams during the week, so... And I mean, I got up at 9 AM today, and I'm still streaming right now, so... I might be able to do it, at least on occasion. Now, let's see. Since these guys are separate from Pannonia, that means I might be able to... That means I can actually declare war on them separately, as long as they don't lose their war with Pannonia. Or win it, either... Actually, like, I might be able to just swoop on in, and if they've got a holy site, which here's the thing, is that in order to, I need to cast a spell eye on whatever holy site they hold. Oh, and apparently Latgale has become Norse. well, Germanic, I mean. Norse is a term that they use for the faith that uses that same symbol, well, pretty much, in EU4. Let's see, there's a holy site. There's a holy site way over there. There's a holy site there, but that's not even... Okay, so I do have to wait until... Although, if they're gonna go and become Germanic, I have a few columns about how attacking them. Like, other than any potential for them to, like, actually defeat me at this point. Which I mean, again, just like before, as long as a fair number of my vassal allies join in, I'm good at this point. Let's see. Need to take Riga. So let's just take that. They're gonna go and become, they're gonna go and convert religions. They don't deserve to have part of the, they don't deserve to have a holy site in their territory anymore. If they're going to go and start practicing a completely different religion. Yep, pretty much everybody joined in. And already we've got a pretty big fight going on. Come on, get in there. Alright, we're winning the big fight. And given that that seems to be a good portion of their troops right there. Apparently, Suecia has become Catholic. But I mean, hey, we're getting pretty close to converting Remuva. Well, reforming Remuva, I mean. So, like, I mean, you've just gotta take one province here and one province that's around here and deal with yet another obnoxious peasant revolt. Like, they're just inconvenient half the time. Like they're not threatening. They're just inconvenient. Because, you know, they always seem to crop up when I'm in the middle of something important. You know, they can't just do it when I'm at peace. No. They've got to do it when I have important things to do. Alright, need a new spy master. Got multiple powerful vassals in need of spots notes on the council. Alright, these guys can get fucked. you know, more than, just about 10 times their Air Force. Yeah. Yeah, no. I've almost got 2 holy sites. I'm not converting to your to your god. I am too close to being able to reform my own religion. I don't need a new one. Right. Gotta hand this off to somebody. I like how there's been an independence faction this entire time, but like, they haven't really done much of anything. Right. Let's see. Military menu. You can have this Savna. I mean, you're in charge of the temple in the same province, so why not? That's the theocracy of Riga, fitting for a holy site to be a theocracy now. Just needs this one last province. And I'll be able to, you know, start the Reformation process. Which, I mean, let's see. We need to have 50% and moral authority. Yeah, and I need 750 piety. I've got the 750 piety, so I just need the 3rd remove a holy site and for removal to get the moral authority. Which, getting that 3rd holy site will help a lot. In fact, it'll get us to 44%. If not more. Because I think our county conquests are also boosting it. Then you gotta wait 3 years, or until either me or King Vazul dies. Which, I mean, Borkus is getting up there. You know, he's almost 60 at this point. And it looks like the Independence War has succeeded. So now Minsk and Turov and Muro, well, Murom. That last M was hidden behind the icon. How far Magyar has fallen. I mean, that's what happens when you stop having a ridiculous number of soldiers on your side. Because you kinda end up in a bit of a rough spot. It's got like twins in my dynasty now. I think if we get it to the point of being able to reform the faith, I might do like I did last time and save it for next stream. And because I did have polls and wanted to give people watching on YouTube a chance to weigh in. I'm using Holy Fury, so we get to pick new tenets. That's for our faith. Once we can reform it. And right now, this one just waiting a couple years so I can go to war with Pannonia again, and take that last holy site. Might as well speed time up so that these last couple of years can go a little bit faster. We're almost to the 1 century mark in terms of game length. Like, 967 will be the 1 century mark. Her heir is currently unmarried. Mostly because we ended up with a different heir. So honestly, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll worry about it once one of them inherits. Well, I mean, I don't think I'm losing any prestige or anything for having an unmarried heir. I'm losing prestige for having landless sons, but that's about it. Just gotta wait one more in-game year. Yep, until the 9th of July, 968. Sadly, seems to be about the only Nation left, so not sure how like big or great holy wars are gonna be able to be. Well, I mean, they don't have to be big, they just have to be successful. And you know, enough successful Great Holy Wars can start to kind of snowball. As you know, you win one, you form a new kingdom of your faith. That's another person to join in on the next one. And more accurately, it's another independent kingdom to join in on the next Great Holy War. Let's see. Just got a year to go. And then it'll be time to potentially actually maybe well, we're getting at least a 10% bump, so at most we'll need an additional This will need an additional 8% moral authority. Need a new marshal. This is a good opportunity to get a powerful vassal into the council. So they can stop being angry about that. Right, it's 1968, just gotta wait for July. Apparently one of my vassals has decided to declare war on Turov. Well, I'm just sitting here waiting for the truce with Pannonia to be over so that I can get that last holy site. Alright, it's June. July. And that's it for that, for our truce. Now if my mouse will just let me click properly. I think they actually changed kings, so I might have been able to actually do it sooner. Right? Clearing the conquest of Podlasie. Come on, let me select my entire army. Now just watch them all fall. Oh, it looks like Lightgale is no more. It has become part of Garthariki of all things. You don't seem to have as... Actually, no. No, I've got pretty much the same as we had previously. So, just gotta win this war. We'll just about have everything we need. We'll have the holy sites. We'll just need maybe a bit of additional moral authority. No. I've said this to multiple of you people before you. No. I'm in the middle of almost reforming my current religion. I don't need your offers of salvation in the name of the Christian God. I am fighting tooth and nail for salvation in the eyes of, and for the salvation of my own religion. Because I mean, I'm pretty much all that's left of the remove of faith is my kingdom. And so I am potentially the catalyst for just sort of the rebirth of the entire religion. Because again, I could then if I can just win one good, if I can just reform the faith and win one good holy war, put somebody on the throne of a decently sized nation who is Remuva, I can just start snowballing. I can form a snowball that brings Christianity to its knees. Knees potentially. If I can't do that by myself at this point with my almost 15,000 troops. No. Sure, she's a bastard, but you're related. You're still biologically related. So no. That's not appropriate. The elders are praising me for once. Gotta get that last 18. Apparently, there's a crusade for Croatia right now. Because they're Boldensian. Sure, fight among yourselves. Well, that way you won't. If you're divided, you won't be able to fight. When I finally come for you. We gotta. We got 3 powerful vassals. Those on my council. I think that's all of them. Right? Offer peace. Enforce demands. Then create new vassal. Yep, we're 4% away from having. I don't think we're gonna be able to take that one. So maybe yeah, I think our best bet is just gonna be to pillage some temples for a while. Because each temple you raid, because each infidel temple all you loot is worth 1 moral authority for your religion. But first, gotta get my demands back down. To its proper size of 6 titles. So I've just got 50 years and a few infidel temples to desecrate. See. Alright, here's one. We're in sex. Just gotta wait for the desecration to complete. And do that a few more times. Maybe 3 more times to be specific. Well, I mean, it could be down to 1 more time if the failed county conquest, this penalty, he expires before or any of the successful county conquests or 1 holy wars, those bonuses expire. Here's another one right over here in centimeters. And I'm stressed now. Hey, at least I got Riga before, or these guys. Oh, the young those Vikings, a band of fierce Vikings, have established a warrior brotherhood in Stettin and along the Baltic coast, based on a castle known as Jomsborg. These Joms Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin, and the other Norse gods. They break no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and ablest warriors amongst their number. There are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands. The Joms Vikings have vowed to defend all Norse lands from being encroached by Christendom or other foreign religions. Just gotta keep pillaging. Get that moral authority up. Which we just lost some moral authority because this is a holy war victory. The bonus has expired. So now we're down to 45%. Although, we also no longer have the penalty for... We lost one of the penalties for a failed county conquest. It's like it only effectively went down. It only went down by 2 instead of 3. It'll go up by 1 more once this temple has been looted. Right, the temple has been looted. So, on to the next one. Which is right over here. Just gotta wait for that to happen, and before moving on to another. Wait for, there we go, 47%. Goes on over here in the above. I'm kind of surprised that just like, I guess because we haven't actually been conquering a whole lot of like huge swaths, like with when we conquered Greater Poland, and that's why we haven't had any defensive packs try and stop us. Yeah, definitely get the 200 prestige. I've got plenty of prestige at this point. Now it's just a matter of, I mean, I've got enough piety too. What, really? Really? I got defeated somewhere? I'm not even sure where that happened. Oh, it's random raiders, okay. That's fine. Right. Scragala. Good learning and diplomacy. Sounds like thrift to me. Oh wow. Some usurpation just happened. Speaking of, can I finally usurp this guy? About time. Although that didn't actually give me any territory, it just means that he's no longer a high chief. That's literally it. Is that this guy is no longer a high chief. He's now just a regular chief. Get good marshal. So you can go into struggle. And I became honest and gained intrigue. So now a new ambition. Improve learning. But still have not yet pillaged this. crusade for Croatia against King Constantine of Croatia has resulted in King Constantine of Croatia converting and becoming a faithful Christian. The Lord will surely be pleased. That affects me very little. What denomination of Christianity the King of Croatia follows? Right. That temple has been pillaged. On to the next one. Which is over here. Well, that's not good. Absolutely. You can become my ally, son-in-law. Son-in-law who is apparently... He become a king? So hey, now I've got an external ally. Right now, so just focusing on. Ooh, I just got pillaged just one last this temple, and that will be it. I'll have everything I need to reform the faith. Because I've got almost 1,000 piety. I've got 3 holy sites. And the remove of faith almost has 50% moral authority. Just as soon as just so long as we can get this temple all sieged down before anything other than... Are you kidding me right now? Picked right here fucking now. To disrupt my siege. And you're not even... Wow. Like, right then is the exact time they chose to do that. Well then, guess I've got to find some other temple somewhere. Like, oh, I don't know, maybe right here. Yeah, you can rot, that dude. You're the one. Well, there goes Borkus. There goes good old King Borkus. Which means now My defense is too big again. But hey, I've got 50% moral authority. Need for the remove of faith. But unfortunately, I have to now gain enough of piety back. Because unfortunately, the Gala is not pious enough. I guess I'll just reorganize things a little. Let's see. Okay, this guy would be best as a steward. Gotta give somebody one of my landed titles. You know what? You can have you can also form a theocracy. Unfortunately, now I'm even further over my vassal limit. So what I need to do is improve my diplomacy. That will boost my vassal limit to don't. It's also been close to 4 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I didn't get to 10:20 in order to get to the point of being able to reform the faith just yet. So that will have to wait until next time. But thank you all for watching. I'm gonna find somebody playing CK2 to rage. Right. I think I'll right, this this person, maybe, I think I'll go for this person. Once again, thank you all for watching. Next stream will be Tuesday night.